Archangel Michael says, "What is hidden in the dark always finds a way to the surface. This time, it concerns your daughter, and the truth cannot wait any longer. Something has been unfolding behind your back, slowly, carefully, but with dangerous precision. You've been sensing something isn't right, but today, that buried intuition will finally be proven true in the most shocking way. She's been smiling, living, breathing near you, but there is something she hasn't been able to tell you. Not because she doesn't want to, but because she's terrified that if she does, everything will change." And Archangel Michael says, "This message is your final call to step in before something irreversible happens. A hidden operation, a silent procedure, is being arranged in your daughter's name without your full awareness. This isn't just about medicine, it's about manipulation, control, and a betrayal that started weeks ago. The person she trusted the most is part of it, and that's what will hurt you the deepest. You were meant to find this message now, because time is slipping like sand in a broken hourglass. She is being prepped emotionally, told half-truths, and made to believe she's doing the right thing. But the ones behind it have a darker intention, and your intervention is the only divine disruption that can stop this." Type Amen to get blessing 333. Her name is being registered in a medical file, but the real motive is masked. It's not about healing, it's about extracting something from her. Something valuable. They've found a way to exploit a loophole, and your daughter is the innocent center of it all. She's walking around, unaware that her steps are being watched. Someone close to the family, someone whose face you see often, is involved. And they've kept their silence too perfectly, almost as if rehearsed. You're not paranoid. That strange call she received last week? It wasn't random. It was part of a chain reaction meant to lead her into that operation room. She's been told she must go for a checkup, but what they are calling a checkup is not what it seems. Behind the doors, behind the gloves and masks, there's a secret arrangement being orchestrated. It involves two institutions, one masked as a medical center and the other as a donation registry. Type Amen to get blessing 474. Archangel Michael says, "This is not the time to delay or brush off the urgency. She is your blood, your divine gift, and heaven is screaming for your attention. Even her dreams lately have been filled with warning signs, but no one around her is interpreting them right. She told a friend that she keeps seeing lights and cold hands in her sleep. That is not imagination, that is a prophetic warning. But everyone laughed, called it stress, or ignored it altogether. Heaven says if you do not act within the next 48 hours, access will be granted for something you would never allow. She will sign something, thinking it's safe, but it's not. And that signature will allow someone to tamper with her body in a way that leaves permanent scars. The man involved in this pretends to be kind, he is older, well-dressed, and always smiling. He uses terms like, "It's just a minor procedure, nothing invasive," and "it's for her own good." But his soul is hollow, and his interest is not in her wellness, but what he can extract from her identity. Type Amen to get blessing 587. There is a transaction already waiting in queue. A foreign buyer is involved, waiting for a specific match, and your daughter was selected. But not by fate, by someone who uploaded her information without consent. That DNA test kit she took 3 months ago? It was not anonymous as they claimed. Her blood was stored, registered, and flagged for compatibility with a patient you've never even heard of. This is not conspiracy, it is confirmation. Archangel Michael says divine eyes have been monitoring everything, and now the time for truth has come. There is a shadow network involved in experimental operations, and your daughter was flagged as eligible. This system preys on silence. They move quietly, waiting for the perfect moment when guardians are distracted. But today, you are not distracted, you are divinely alerted. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Call her. Ask her about any upcoming appointments. She may hesitate to tell you because someone told her, "Don't worry your parent, they'll overreact." She trusts you, but she's trying to be strong. She thinks this is something she must do alone. But what she doesn't realize is that her strength right now must come from family, not strangers in white coats. There is a nurse who knows the truth. She's been hesitant. Her badge reads, Simone, and she is your divine whistleblower in disguise. She has left a hint, a handwritten note tucked inside your daughter's jacket pocket. If you search today, you will find it. It only says 4 words, check the blue file. Type Amen to get blessing 882. That file holds the entire arrangement, dates, names, donors, and 1 payment slip. What's shocking is that the form shows consent already checked. But your daughter hasn't even read the document in full. Someone else is forging small details. Someone else is taking advantage of her trust. And that person is dangerously close to your household. He is not who he says he is. He wears 2 faces, one for your family and one for the facility. But Archangel Michael says heaven has removed the mask in this message, and his soul is trembling already. You must act. Not tomorrow. Not later. Today. Type Amen to get blessing 928. There are coded names in the file to throw you off. But heaven has exposed the real operation name, Dahlia Transfer Protocol. That's the one to look for when you make the call or walk into that facility. Ask for it calmly, like you already know what it is. That alone will cause fear in them. They'll know you're not just another parent. They'll know heaven has intervened. Someone from their admin staff will try to offer you a false alternative. They may say it's cancelled already or that you're mistaken. Do not believe them. The real appointment is off the official calendar. It's been scheduled under a closed case transfer, hidden from public logs. But your daughter's name is inked on it. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. She is safe only if you speak now. This is not just about a single operation, it's about reclaiming control over her autonomy and future. It's about tearing apart the web that was carefully spun without your knowledge. You were chosen to receive this divine alert because your heart is strong enough to confront it. Not every parent would believe this message, but you were born with spiritual sight. You can feel truth vibrating in your bones when others ignore it. Archangel Michael says, you were chosen not only to be her parent but her protector in realms both seen and unseen. And this operation was meant to silence something divine inside her, her gift. She carries light that they want to suppress, and this physical intervention was designed to dim it. She's been getting more intuitive. She's seeing things, hearing whispers, and even predicting tiny events before they happen. That is no accident, her divine gifts are waking up. Type Amen to get blessing 1133. They want to correct something in her body. But what they're targeting is the very gateway of her spiritual ability. They're using medical words to disguise what is truly energetic interference. Heaven says protect her third eye. There's a frequency test they're running that appears as neurological balance assessment. But it's not about the brain, it's about disrupting the divine signals she's receiving. She is more connected to the angelic realm than anyone knows. Even you haven't fully seen what she's capable of yet. But they have, and that's why they're scared. So they're disguising their fear in surgical masks. They're hiding their attack in polite forms and protocols. But this message is the sword that cuts through their deception. Type Amen to get blessing 1199. She doesn't need surgery. She needs clarity, divine protection, and someone to believe her. And now you know, you can't unsee this truth. The location of the facility is in an area you wouldn't expect, clean, shiny, even advertised as a wellness retreat. But underneath that beauty is a silent trade in spiritual suppression. She was recruited for more than just tests, they saw potential and wanted to reshape it. But heaven says no. Her light will not be tampered with. Her soul path cannot be rewritten. Type Amen to get blessing 1227. She's already hearing your concern in her spirit. Before you speak to her, she'll feel it. And the moment you confirm the truth, she'll cry, not from fear, but relief that someone finally sees. Stay near her for the next 3 days. Watch for anyone who insists on taking her alone. Do not allow it. Your daughter has something to do on this earth that only she can fulfill. This operation was sent to distract her path. But now you are awakened, and heaven stands by your side. Type Amen to get blessing 1333. Archangel Michael says, there are forces trembling right now because you saw this message just in time. They didn't expect this divine intervention. They never imagined you would be spiritually armed and alerted before the signature was finalized. As soon as you begin to speak your truth and ask questions, their masks will fall. They have trained for lies, not for bold truth. And the light you carry will disrupt the dark frequency operating behind their polished smiles. Your daughter may not know how to express it, but her soul is already relieved. She has been feeling trapped, unable to speak clearly about what she's sensing. Even her body has begun to resist, headaches, fatigue, sudden anxiety around places she used to enjoy. Type Amen to get blessing 1441. Watch her behavior. She might say she's fine, but her energy will say otherwise. She's been waking up at strange hours, seeing symbols, or hearing whispers of warnings in her dreams. This is not imagination. It is spiritual technology activating. And the operation they're planning is meant to sever her from that divine link. Heaven says, go now and ask for the hospital file in person. Don't call. Don't email. Because when you arrive unannounced, they can't hide what's in the drawer. They'll be shocked. They might delay, ask you to wait, but don't leave. Demand it. There will be a white folder with a red tab. That's where your daughter's record and that secret authorization form is hidden. Type Amen to get blessing 1555. You will see a name on the file, Dr. Elian D. This person is the one who authorized the operation. He is not what he appears to be. He claims to be a specialist in adolescent diagnostics. But he is tied to an underground registry for experimental candidates. He filters spiritual children and offers them to external partners. The moment you speak this name aloud in the facility, 2 staff members will go silent. They know who he is. They've seen what he's done, but fear keeps them quiet. You are protected. Speak boldly. Heaven will go before you and behind you. Type Amen to get blessing 1666. Even if they try to block you, there is one divine loophole, the security guard at the main desk. He's older, tall, and has a limp in one leg. He will recognize your urgency and let you in, because he has a daughter too. Whisper these words to him: I need access to the Dahlia RedTab file. He will not hesitate. Because his own family was almost involved in the same system 2 years ago. Your daughter's life is about to be rewritten, not through pain, but protection. Because you stood up when most would have stayed silent. Because you obeyed this warning from the realm of light. Archangel Michael says what they meant for harm will now be exposed on a much larger scale. This is not just about your daughter. It's about a pattern, about other families being targeted the same way. Type Amen to get blessing 1777. You'll receive a call soon, from a blocked number. They'll claim to be a medical advisor, offering a second opinion. But they're not. It's bait. Do not fall for it. Do not agree to meet them. They are part of the group trying to relocate your daughter's case. Block the number immediately. Take a screenshot and save it. It will become part of the evidence heaven is collecting for divine justice. After this, a woman will try to meet you, someone you've seen before but never suspected. She may come as a friend, but she is part of the distraction. She has been receiving silent instructions to keep you mentally off track. Type Amen to get blessing 1888. You must strengthen your inner circle. Only speak to those who feel peaceful in your spirit, not just in words. Let no one else know what you've uncovered until your daughter is fully safe. Do not tell even extended family right now. Because someone among them passed along your daughter's private health detail weeks ago. Yes, a betrayal. A woman with short hair, someone who often visits just to check in. She accessed your home once and snapped a photo of your daughter's test report. That was the beginning of the chain. You will recognize her guilt when you confront her. She'll look down, stutter, and deny. But heaven has already marked her role in this. She thought you'd never find out. Type Amen to get blessing 1999. But today is the divine unveiling. No plan formed against your daughter will prosper now. You've intercepted the trap before it could fully close. Now comes the phase of full removal. After retrieving the file and confronting the center, you must file a divine restriction. Visit a spiritual advisor or prayer intercessor within 24 hours. Cover your daughter with words of protection. Seal her name in light. Speak aloud that no spiritual tampering will be allowed from this moment on. And most of all, hug her. Hold her tightly and tell her she is protected. Because even though she doesn't know all the details yet, she will feel it in her spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 2111. She will begin to sleep better. Her energy will calm. The dreams of fear will turn into visions of clarity. You'll see a change in her eyes, clarity, brightness, and trust. Because she will know that someone finally stood up for her when it mattered the most. That someone is you. Heaven is already setting up her future path. The chaos was sent to block her gift. But now her destiny will activate stronger than ever. You may even find she develops healing gifts, like energy restoration, dreams that reveal truth, or emotional discernment. It's part of her soul contract. She is not ordinary. She is called. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. And for you, the parent who didn't turn away, there is a blessing. You will be given divine insight from now on. You'll start to receive internal nudges before danger arrives. Your ears will start to tingle when something is off. You'll feel heat on your skin when a lie is being told near you. These are divine senses awakening. This isn't just the end of a danger. It is the beginning of your family's spiritual upgrade. The chains meant to bind her have been broken. Now comes restoration. Now comes spiritual growth. Now comes the flood of divine protection around your home. Type Amen to get blessing 2333. Take this moment and speak these words aloud. My daughter is sealed in divine protection. No shadow shall touch her destiny. Speak it even if she's sleeping. The words will reach her spirit. Watch how light floods your home. Watch how peace returns. Watch how your daughter begins to shine in ways she never dared before. You have done the hardest part, hearing the truth, believing it, and acting fast. Now the divine reward is coming. Nothing can stop what God has planned next. This was not just a message. It was your appointment with divine purpose. And you answered it. Type Amen to get blessing 2444. Archangel Michael says, from this moment forward, your daughter is no longer a target, she is a torch. The very light they tried to smother is now blazing stronger than ever before. And because you stood between her and the shadows, heaven has inscribed a new chapter for your family. You may begin to notice small miracles, misplaced items appearing when needed, doors opening without explanation, or sudden peace flowing in tense rooms. These are not coincidences. These are divine affirmations that the battle was not just fought, but won. Now, those who plotted will begin to unravel. Their secrets will leak out through unlikely mouths. One of them, overwhelmed by guilt, will confess in a whisper to someone you'd never expect. Type Amen to get blessing 2555. This confession will come through a voicemail, an overheard conversation, or even an anonymous message. It will shake you, but it will also confirm everything you already knew deep down. Use it not for revenge, but for protection and closure. Your daughter will also begin to sense changes in her intuition. She may touch objects and feel emotions that are not hers. She may predict things minutes before they happen. Guide her gently. Don't rush her understanding. Let her develop at her own pace, in a space filled with trust, love, and divine grounding. You've become her guardian in the spiritual realm, not just the physical. You now hold a sword of light by your side, forged by divine courage and fierce love. Wield it wisely. Type Amen to get blessing 2666. Now that the danger is over, new doors will appear. Her education path may shift. She may receive opportunities that look random, but they are heaven's rerouting. One offer will come from someone you don't recognize at first. But something in their voice will feel deeply familiar. That's because they've been sent by divine instruction to support your daughters. Next mission. She's not meant for a quiet life. Her voice carries frequency. Her presence shifts atmospheres. And you, because you listened to this message, will be part of her unfolding greatness. People will wonder how you knew what to do. They won't understand it was never logic, it was spiritual obedience. Type Amen to get blessing 2777. Prepare her gently for the truth. She doesn't need every dark detail. But she needs to know that someone tried to manipulate her destiny and failed. This truth will make her stronger. It will help her sense danger earlier in the future. And it will awaken a spiritual strength inside her that cannot be taught, only earned. You will begin to see changes in her words, her attitude, and even the way she walks. She will carry herself like someone who has crossed a fire and survived. Because she has. That fire was silent, invisible, and planned by those who never imagined divine intervention would arrive. But it did. And it came through you. Type Amen to get blessing 2888. You will receive confirmation within 3 days. It will come in a subtle form, a dream, a conversation, or a sudden knowing in your spirit. Mark that moment. It is your divine receipt. You might also receive apologies, from those who didn't believe you or thought you were overreacting. Accept them with grace. But never hand over your discernment again. Keep your spiritual armor on. Because the world needs more parents like you, those who act before it's too late. Those who hear God's voice louder than man's lies. Archangel Michael says, your reward is not just protection, it's spiritual legacy. Your daughter will carry what you did for the rest of her life. She will pass this strength to her children one day. Type Amen to get blessing 2999. You have broken a chain that many generations before you could not. What almost harmed her has now activated your bloodline's divine reversal. The curses are lifted. The path is clean. You may find yourself crying for no reason soon. Let the tears flow. They are sacred. They are healing. You'll feel waves of peace wash over you at random moments. That's heaven confirming your alignment. That's the realm of light saying, well done. Your daughter's room will begin to feel brighter. She may even wake up saying she saw light around you. That is real. That is the angelic confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 3111. A new guardian angel has been assigned to your household. One specifically trained in protection, healing, and warfare against spiritual interference. His presence will be subtle but powerful. You may feel heat in the back of your neck. You may hear ringing in one ear when danger is close. These are not physical issues, they are divine alerts. Train yourself to listen. Not to fear, but to notice. Because what you went through was not just for her, it was your awakening too. She is not broken. She is chosen. And now, so are you. Chosen to lead, protect, and carry light into dark places. Type Amen to get blessing 3222. Speak this aloud as a final seal: no harm shall touch my child. All deception around her has been shattered. I claim her life for light, love, and divine fulfillment. Now rest. Not because the world is safe, but because heaven has stationed its warriors at your door. You will hear your daughter laugh differently now, deeper, freer, whole. And that sound will be your confirmation that this battle has turned into blessing. You have saved more than just her body, you saved her destiny. God is proud of you. Heaven stands applauding. And Archangel Michael now stands guard by your family's side. Type Amen to get blessing 3333.